So the last video, we took care of this abandoned station. And it's actually abandoned this time. Nobody there. I thought that was interesting. This station is in orbit of what appears to be a very nice planet, if I can actually see where the hell it is. Let's just zoom out on the map. The planet is here. It's probably behind my ship somewhere. This is, it looks like Muffred 4. We came into the Muffred system, and this is where it plopped me. It just plopped me right by this station as the first place to go. There seems to be a lot of moons and stuff that have resources around here, so you might be able to do some good work here, but this appears to be actually the only planet that actually has everything I would ever want in the world. Got a temperate climate, so we're not gonna have to deal with extremes on the weather. Got a good atmosphere, average magnetosphere, very good. So it's like right in the middle of everything. It has fauna and flora. So my background for my character, remember, was a drug representative, right? He ran a drug company, or a pharmaceutical things like that. So that's in my family history, and I would very much like to be able to start manufacturing drugs, start my own company in the verse, and maybe make some money doing that. And so having a place where I have access to animals and plant life is going to be a huge help there, all right? For manufacturing all sorts of different types of drugs and stuff, yeah? So let's go to the resources. Now, while the drugs and stuff is a goal for, story reasons, we definitely need to get iron and aluminum. And this planet has both. It's just about whether or not you can get it in the same spot, which is oftentimes, from my understanding, a very difficult thing to find in this game. I think there are 2 locations on this planet. I've been looking at it. I think there's 2 locations where it could work. One is here. If I make this in the proper spot, which is essentially just far enough to where it goes, well, I don't really know if this square that it's expanding is actually going to be, like, is that actually going to work? It doesn't matter where that square expands, basically. If it does, then I might want it to make sure it hits both of those resources, which it kind of looks like it does there, but I don't know. So there's that. I don't know if there's close enough. It might be too far away, but there's that. The other place where it could work is over here. So there's another spot right about here where it could potentially work. It's about the same distance away, though, so I don't think it really matters. So I figure if we strike out in one location, we can always try the other one, is kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm going to start here, I think, is probably the best place to go. Right about, I'm just trying to, like, play it back and forth, hoping I find what I need. Let's try it here. It's a hills biome. There's a swamp biome and there's a hills biome. So, like, you got to kind of pick your poison here, I suppose. I'm just going to place it right here. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to land on Muffred 4. And hopefully it's this awesome paradise that has both of these resources. So far, so good. Wow, we are off to a wonderful start. Look at this place. Wow, I'm digging it. Definitely loving this. It looks like there's maybe snowy areas over that way. That might be the swamp biome it was talking about earlier. And looks like there's actually, yeah, there's definitely some installations of stuff already here. I'm kind of parked in like this, I don't know, surrounded by hills right now, so I don't really know what's around me, but there's definitely some man-made structures there. And then, of course, the wildlife just outside. Oh, let's go say hello. Let's get out. Let's get out and say hello. Now, it's possible they are hostile. All right. We know that that is a possibility. So why don't we make sure we're all reloaded and ready to rock here? Yeah. Make sure we're all, you know, ready to go just in case. Get out our scanner. And we want to see... Okay, there's the hunter right there. So there's definitely some predators here. But it looks like they're potentially herbivores here. Yeah, they're green. It looks like they are defending themselves against the hunter. So right away, we're getting some Nat Geo moments here. I think I'm going to go ahead and just down him here. Let's go ahead and put him down. He looks like he was winning, is the thing. Like, he's taking down all these guys. Let's kind of crazy. All right, so let's start scanning these things. If it lets
Hope
me.
you've calibrated that thing.
Well, wasn't me. So this thing's called a hunting shield shell. With 13% scan, I can't tell what it is, but I can tell that the flocking bonefish bone frill grazer, the flocking bone frill grazer with 50% scanned, I can tell that that is peaceful. 63%. Wow, I might just get this right now with all these guys that just died. It's kind of wild. Yeah, okay. They have aromatic and spice seeds on them, which is interesting. We might be able to make the spice flow. I'm going to make a lot of Dune references in this series. I can already tell. I've already done it. We have a sweet yellow creeper here. Let's take a look. 13% scanned. Interesting. All right. So definitely want to, scan all the different wildlife and the plant life and all that. So make sure I really have a firm understanding of my surroundings here, because if this does work out as a base location, we will be spending a lot of time here, and so it would be important to kind of understand the surroundings. And of course, when I say that, I am talking about, there's a little bit of role play in how I'm saying that, right? So keep that in mind. I don't necessarily talk as a player all the time. I am, making a role play effort, at least a minimal, I believe, but a minimal role play effort here for this. So we have iron. Let's just go ahead and scan this dude. Yeah, all right, cool. So he's in the hills, deciduous forest, and mountains. So if we had landed in a swamp, we wouldn't have seen that guy. That's sweet. Gravel creepers there. So this is obviously, there's an iron deposit right here. It seems fairly large. It's got some good, I don't know if it's, I guess I shouldn't say it looks fairly large, because large is a relative term. And I'm not entirely sure how large really is in this game, but that just seems like there's an awful lot of room for, for extractors. It seems like it anyway. There's a lot of room for extractors there. So maybe this could work. But we have some power facilities here. Whether or not those are going to belong to me or not, I really don't know. Do I just get them? There's a couch here too. So if I make a base here and these things are set up, do I just get them? Do they become mine? Can I make them mine? I don't know. Very interesting question. So how would we go about making a base if we wanted to, right? That's the question. So I got some argon. So there's a couple of things we need to keep in mind. One, this is only one component, right? I want to find aluminum too. But there's an easier way to go about seeing if there's aluminum nearby than what I've been doing in the past. And I couldn't do this with the extreme planet because I wasn't allowed to use this tool on the extreme planet. I don't have the perk. This is the outpost tool. So if I hit R, this outpost tool, I can move it around. And as you can see, as I move it around, potentially new resources become available in that spot. So this is the resources you see in the top left corner are relative to the placement of the beacon, not where I'm standing. And this means I can cover a whole lot of ground really quickly by having this thing just move all around. So some of these locations are going to give me alkanes, which is interesting, but it's not aluminum. So what I can do is I just kind of move around a little bit more, get a feel for the place, kind of wander a bit, and explore, of course, explore all these structures and things like that. But while I'm doing that in these areas, while I'm exploring these structures and scanning all the wildlife and plants and stuff, I can whip out that outpost tool every once in a while, and just to see, come on, let me up there, come on, let me up there. I can whip out this outpost tool once in a while, just to see if it detects the presence of aluminum in the ground. And if it can see aluminum in the ground, then I know we're going to be solid, right? I know everything's going to be okay there, and we can totally start building a base wherever that is. Right now, I don't exactly know which direction I need to head to get towards the aluminum, because I'm not even entirely sure aluminum's on this map, but hopefully it is. And if it is, we're in business. All right, can I not get the water here? I often find you have to put the scanner away in order to grab things out of those things, which is a little bit annoying. All right, so we have alkanes right here. So this is where the alkanes are. This little pink area up here, right? So if I was to whip out an outpost tool right now, obviously there's alkanes, but there's also iron. I think generally I would want to place this, potentially, I guess. I want to place the outpost tool where this surface is not. So I don't want to place it in here. I want to place it next to one of these. And that gives me the maximum amount of space that I can, you know, place extractors later. I don't have the outpost thing in the way. Although, from what I hear, because I got a little bit of a crash course on how the tools work, and that's pretty much it. Oh, look at it. Look at you.
Maybe you can get that to point us to the nearest restaurant. Haha.
You are actually quite funny, Sarah. Really. Totally. Haha, very funny. No, do not travel to the ship. So, little worm things I can scan. That's cool. Forgot what I was going to say. Gosh, I got distracted. This is so beautiful. Everything's so beautiful here. Oh, I got a crash course, right, on how these things work, just to get the tools, right? I don't really care about, you know, I'm not looking at where planets are or where resources are or anything like that. So for all I know, this is not the right planet for me, but just a real crash course on how the tools work. And from what I can tell, you can move the outpost beacon. You can move it after you place it, so you're not trapped to that specific spot. If I do need it out of my way, then I can reposition it. All right, so this is a nutrient. We know that now. Hi, argon. Probably want to get out of the argon gas first. Let it recover. Protection is regenerating, and then just kind of get in there and get it. There we go. All right, so we have the flocking bone frill grazer completely scanned now. And it looks like its health is 70. It's, yeah, we already knew all the details about it too. I killed another one of these little hunting set shield shell things, and we now know that they are defensive. I'm also encumbered again.
Only 1 point. Glad to haul whatever you need.
That's what happens when you're hunting things. Just really quick switch to my inventory, dump all the resources in her inventory, and then continue on my merry way.
Okay.
There we go. All right, so back out here. And there is a really cool structure over there. Just saying, we gotta check that out for sure. But also iron, water, right? Alkanes over there. Still no aluminum yet. All right, but I'm gonna keep working on it. I'm gonna keep looking. We're gonna find it. Right now, though, I want to see what that structure is. This thing looks super cool, and it's huge. So I'm gonna walk on top of this thing, and it's gonna tell me what it is. It's an industrial outpost, of course it is. Well, we've got to take a look at it. So there is a person there, a couple of people there, it looks like. Okay, hang on, we got people just hanging out in here.
I'm gunning for the foreman's job. Seems like a piece of cake.
Got firepower? Then we need you.
What do you need me for? Where's your foreman? Is he the one walking around over here? I saw somebody walking around over here. Oh, that's a robot. Okay. Where's the foreman? Take me to your leader. Of course, the storage box is stealing. He might be this one right here. All right, this giant industrial structure. Please tell me about this giant yeah, this is just a worker.
Hey, stranger. Got some work for you if you're interested.
Well, I guess the worker's gonna tell me.
One of our best got so fed up with the supervisor, they plain stormed off to God knows where. I mean, we all sympathize with them, but we need them back, and pronto. Convincing them to come back probably won't be easy. Are you up for it? We'll pay.
Absolutely. I'm gonna get to persuade people. I'm in. Yeah, sounds simple. I'm in. I can be very persuasive. Ask anyone. Yeah, I'm in.
I was hoping you'd say that. Thank you kindly.
Return to the fold. Okay, so it's over there. Find and convince United Transport Worker to return to Industrial Outpost. Fair. We're gonna definitely take a look at that. So this thing is awesome looking. You're the provisioner. That means that you're a person I can trade with.
I don't stock any luxury goods.
Then I'm not interested. I only want the best, dude. I'm just kidding. All right, so clearly we can't put our base right where this thing is, but can we put it over near it? Because having to look at this thing all the time, I think this would be awesome if I could just look at this giant structure all the time. I mean, look at that thing. It's sort of like a giant fossil, you know? Like, I'm reminded of Subnautica when you're down deep and you get that big scale, like the Leviathan skeleton kind of thing. That's what it reminds me of anyway. Let's head over here. Still not able to use my outpost tool, which makes sense. There's too many structures around here. But there might be something good that I might be able to steal or take or whatever. But I got to convince that guy to come back home, don't I? That's my persuasion skill. I got to put that to work. How far away is this guy? Is he really this close, or am I just... No. That's just like the ground in front of me. That's how close the ground in front of me is. All right, so there is iron here. Still can't drop an outpost yet, but there's iron here. And there's one of those hunting things again. Okay, so I've killed a few of these things. I'm 30% scanned on it. When there's a 20... Yeah, okay, so what I was gonna say, when there's a level 21, there's usually a level 15 one really close by. And so I don't really want to fight the level 20s because you get the 15s and vice versa too. But this giant source of iron has me thinking that, you know, there's a chance I might be able to place my outpost down over here. So there. Okay, outpost 2 is available again. So real quick, we're just gonna put that out and see what happens. Iron, alkanes. Gosh, we're just not gonna find the aluminum I seek, man. Plan is to walk into the borderlines of another biome and essentially hope that that is what's necessary to see the other resource. If I really am on the edge between being able to get iron and being able to get aluminum, then I will find aluminum where that land is changing. You can kind of see that. Now, I don't know whether or not it's going to let me get there. I think so, though, because there is definitely... Yes, there's definitely... like points of interest in that snowy area over there. So that's where I'm headed. I'm headed over there. As much as I like paradise, if I have to be on the border of a snowy winter wonderland to get the aluminum, then that's where I want to be. And perhaps that's the swamp. It's probably what they call the swamp there. Real quick, these are all friendlies. Very nice. All right, so there's already iron in range. We know that. Iron, water, alkanes. Come on. Show me the good stuff. It's got to be around here somewhere, right? Come on. If I can get all... I mean, what are the odds that I get all 4? I'll be happy with the 2 that I'm looking for, of course, but... if there's a way to get all 4 involved, then I will. All right, so I've reached either the swamp or snow or something, whatever this is. I've reached it. And so now I'm hoping, like I said before, to see different resources potentially in these biomes. But I definitely want to at least tag up on one of these life signs or one of these points of interest, just so I can fast travel over here in the future. And I'm seeing little chunks of iron, which is good. This is like, yeah, it's definitely snow over here. Here, look. Yes, right there. This is aluminum. Okay. So we've got aluminum on the ground here. And if I set up my outpost, the real question then, right, is can we get this outpost marker to kind of be in this happy medium zone where it can have both? And if not, is it possible for me to just have like multiple outposts and just have to travel between them, which would suck. I would really like them to be connected. They might be just too far away, right? We said that earlier. It's possible they're just too far away. Wait. Oh, there's a pack scarab. I know nothing about the pack scarab. All I know is that it's alive. It's probably not liking me. I probably should just like let's shoot now and ask questions later, and we'll just examine it after it's dead, and then we'll know whether it was going to hurt me or not. That's how we're going to do that. There's another one coming in. Oh, you got up. This one's jumping. Oh shit, there's another one. Come on. Reload, damn it. All right, 13.
So that's what those look like on the inside.
So we know they're defensive. Which, I mean, defensive is another term for if you get too close to them, they'll attack you. It's not like they'll only attack me if I attack them. That's not how that works. So defensive, it can mean aggressive if I, you know, have to go. I tried to go around them usually, but I didn't know whether or not it was going to work or not. All right, so turn the scanner back on. Now I don't know where I am, so let's try this. We have aluminum in the area. And I'm going now towards where the iron biome is, essentially. Oh, okay. Aluminum and alkanes. That's a good sign because we had alkanes in the other biome, right? So there's a chance, guys. There is a chance that somewhere we're gonna get potentially all 4 of these resources in the same place, and that is what I'm really interested in. Clawback herbivore. Ooh. I haven't known nothing about you yet. Yeah. Heck yeah, let me scan you. I know nothing about this guy. All right, move up here. Aluminum, alkanes, water. Running out of air. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we have now a spot right here where there's all the resources available. Oh, this is great. Now, the real question is, all right, how far over do I got to go? So from right about here is where it becomes available. So that means I can travel this direction. Now, how far that way do I go before I lose aluminum? Oh, gosh, it's like... There's not a whole lot of play here. Not a whole lot of give in this. It's pretty damn precise. Like I can kind of get away with it going that direction. So the iron must be over here somewhere. I want to find kind of this balance of where in the middle it is, right? So I can get more extractors. But I think this is about where it needs to be. So I'm going to mark this down. I got access to all resources here, which seems pretty good. So I'm going to confirm that. Placing an outpost beacon allows you to build objects and structures. Navigate to the build menu categories using Q and E, blah, 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 blah. Outpost objects are built from items and resources. When building an object, the build costs are automatically removed from your ship's cargo hold or your inventory. Okay. So it says Outpost 1. We can rename it later. But this is the spot. And there's a lot of trees. I gotta say, there's a lot of trees. That will probably change over time. I would like to know kind of where that is, right? So the yellow area there, that's the border of our outpost area. So we got a lot of space here. And so somewhere in this yellow border area is the iron. And I kind of want to see where that is. So right here, we have aluminum. That's sweet. So it's over on this side. Interesting. So I might destroy this outpost because I want to see if I can get closer to it, right? That's the idea. I want to mark it, right? First we mark it, and then we take a look and see if we can't make it a bit more optimally placed, right? Clawback herbivore. Can I scan you? Thank you. So I know where the aluminum is. It's on this side of it now, and the chlorine vent right there. And if we can get some argon gas in here too, that'd be kind of cool. So now I just want to find out where that iron is. It looked like we were able to keep it when I moved this direction. So I was thinking the iron could have been located this way, but it has to be in this border, right? It has to be in this walled area here. Not the entirety of it, just a little bit of it has to be in this somewhere. And you can see how much space it gives you. It gives you a lot of space as part of this. Like this outpost is so much space. My God. I think probably more space than I'll ever need. I don't see the iron. Scan that really quick. Is this it? Is this it right here? Yeah. Okay. Iron is over here. Wow. Is that ever like the most possible far away you could go is what this is. And you know what? I didn't really waste much of it. I could have went over just a little bit more, I think. Yeah, we could definitely go over a bit more. This iron stretches all the way out to here. This iron source. So we could definitely bring the outpost this direction a little bit. And I think we would still manage to keep... I think we would easily still manage to keep the aluminum from over on the other side of this, right? That's what's going on here. So they're on both sides. These pack scarabs, I keep scanning them. I get close enough to them to scan them when they're alive. It doesn't seem to work when they're dead. So you have to kind of get close enough to them when they're alive. So you can see there's a lot of aluminum right here, right? There's like this whole segment here, and then there's this segment there, and then it's all through here. And I only got this little bit of it, so I really can't move it that far forward. I really can't move it that much for the iron, but I think we have enough space here to definitely drop some extractors and be productive in this little area here for the aluminum. I think we have enough of it at least to be productive. I do actually kind of wish I would have gotten a little bit more this direction with that outpost beacon, but you know, it's okay. We just needed to know kind of that we can have everything, and that's what we've got going on. So first thing I want to do, I think here, is plan out the extractors and where I want to build those. So can I do that with... Yeah, so R, I go to the R menu. So what I want to do here, I think, is I want to go overhead view, okay? Fly cam view of your outpost can be an easier way to build large structures. Freely switch between them in the fly cam view. So what I'd like to do, this is the edge, right? Is this the edge or no? No, I thought the edge was further away, I thought. Or maybe I can only... Oh, you know what it is? I think I can only place things so far enough distance from myself. Is that what it is? This is the aluminum right here. No, that was the edge. Yeah, no, I had it right the first time. That was the edge. So I'm going to hit this. I'm going to go to overhead view. So this is what we got to work with. It's this little bit here. And so what I'm thinking is if we... no, go back to the extractor. So this is a vapor extractor, right? And we want to go to aluminum extractor, okay? So we're going to do that. I want to rotate this a little bit here, and we're going to get it right on the edge if it lets me. Now, does that affect... If I can get right on the edge of this and place it, does that still have the same output as it would normally have? That's my main question. Also, does it... If it doesn't have that output, then does it still get the resources on that side of the wall, right? So that's the other thing I need to keep in mind. So it looks like I could probably get this to be right about... you go just a little bit more with the camera here. I was told I could do this with a controller because it would allow me more precision. That's what I was told anyway. All right, so we're going to say this gets built here. There we go. Extractor aluminum requires power in order to function. Build a power source from the power category to provide this object with power. It's okay.
Didn't know you could build one of those.
So now we need to make sure that this one is not in range of that one. It's just the circles. You don't want to have another extractor like covered in that circle. So you can see here that on the very edge of this, if I place this on the very edge like this, for example, kind of like that, then what happens is I might be able to get one right here. Yep. So I'm kind of trying to like triangle these so that they are never in each other's circles. That's the goal. So place this one here too. And then if I come over to the edge here, I can get another one over here, right? And you see, just as long as it's outside the circles with those units, we're good. And then I can come over a little bit more here to give more room on that side. Whoops, I did the same thing. I keep wanting to use the rotational buttons to, well, buttons in other games that are used to rotate things. That's not how this one works. I just have to keep that in mind. So it looks like it'll let me place it here, which is kind of cool. So we'll place this here. So that's 4 aluminum extractors for now. I think that's good for now. If I can get myself expanding more, then cool. But this is going to give me 4 aluminum extractors. I am A-okay with that. So for now, that's what we're going to leave. We're going to leave these right here for now, okay? Now, I know I need power in the base, but before I build my power farm, I kind of want to see how much power I'm really going to need, all right? So I think if I go into my outpost tool here, this is on the outside, right? No, I'm on the inside right now. If I go to Oh, I don't want to place the beacon. No. I want to place... I want to build. Let me build. There you go. So needed power is 20 right now, okay? That's what I want to see. I want to be able to see that. So we have the ability to extract alkanes. We have the ability to extract iron, right? These are the things that are available for us. And then there's also a water vapor one, because if there's one of these sources that are around here that, you know, water is found in, we can get that vapor. We can extract it right from one of those little sources. So I need to figure out if that thing's going to hurt me or not. Let's exit out of this really quick. That's a pack scarab. Do a quick scan on that.
Anything interesting in
There we go.
range?
That's 100%. And so far, he does say it's defensive. He gives me sealant, which is going to be a nice thing to have. We don't need it quite yet, though. So I want to go over to where I'm on the edge right here. This is the edge. I'm facing the wrong direction. I'm getting disoriented. I thought that way was the iron. It's not. It's that way. If I just go like this, though, and go overhead view, can I go all the way over to the iron right now? Okay, I can leave my character exactly where they are and then go over to the iron. So we want to go iron extraction. And we know that it's over on the other edge. So I just have to follow along the edge here until I find it, because I know it's over on the edge somewhere. This is the... I really am very disoriented here, aren't I? Oh, it's the mouse movement. Okay, so I have to move the mouse to zoom in and out of the camera. That's interesting. All right, here is my iron. All right, and there's a lot of space for iron here. It's not the whole thing, but it's enough. It's good enough. Now, I don't really know whether or not these creatures will attack my iron. I did it again. I don't know if these creatures are gonna attack my iron or not, but we're gonna try and place things in a way that is, again, just like trying to get right on the edge here. So we're gonna go 1 on the iron extractor right here. All right, I know it needs power. Then we're gonna come over to this side again. Just make sure it's not in the circle. So we'll go about here with it, I guess. Right there is fine, I think. Then we're going to come over here again, just trying to keep things out of the circle. And if we can get it up to about this way, that seems fine. Mark that there. And then come down to this side. And we're just going to have 4 extractors of each at the moment. I think that's fine to have just 4 of these things. So that leaves me with a need of 40 power at the moment, with a lot of room to expand and also to add larger ones as I level up. Okay, but these 8 extractors are going to be enough for me to start manufacturing, right, my own stuff. And so now the camera tools are a little bit weird here. I think this is why it was recommended that people use a controller when they're in this mode. I think this build tool mode was kind of built for controllers, I think. All right, so here's where the alkanes are, and I have almost all of this area. So if I need this rare resource, whatever this is, I can easily get it. We're gonna put this all the way over. This is the very edge, so I almost have the entire thing. This is the edge of it. I'm only missing that little bit over there, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna place this one. This is another extractor for this. We're gonna place it right there, and then I'll just put 2 of these in. I don't need a whole lot of them, so let's go like that with it. All right, so 2 of those. Total power needed is 50. Finally is the water extractor, and I'm gonna place that down wherever the water is. It's here somewhere. It has to be, because it gives me this as an option to place. It doesn't look like... Does it place anywhere? I thought it had to be on like one of those little vent things. Oh, that's where the vapor thing has to be. Yeah, the vapor thing has to be there. Is there a way... Because I thought there was like one of these little things here. Like, if you can grab one of these little things, that's what I thought. And you find the one with water, and you can just place it on top. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, I don't think that's how this works. So really, any of these extractors can give me water, I guess. So we're going to place this near the center where the beacon is. Where is my beacon? Yeah, maybe we'll just put it on the side. Yeah, how about we put it over here by this rock or something? We'll just stick it here. So... because we're going to need water eventually, right? And actually, you have to place these really far apart, so that's something. Okay. Next, then, we want to do a couple of different things. There's a scan booster we can place. It's going to boost the range of my hand scanner so that I can scan these creatures and stuff from further away. I think that sounds like a really good idea. And maybe I should place that after I have my storages set. Yeah, maybe I should place that once I have my storages set, I think. Okay. In that case, we're going to swap out. I kind of want the landing pad thing too. Is there a place I could put the landing pad thing like right here, which just sounds really great too. And maybe that's what we place first, because this thing is enormous and we need to make sure it fits, right? So it looks like right about here, there's a spot here where that would fit. I saw it. I want to be able to land at my outpost, right? So that is... Oh, this is where the alkanes are, so I don't want to cover that up. I need to move over a little bit. That's where those extractors are. These extractors are right on the edge, though, so I think I'm not going to cover anything up if I go right here with it. Come on now. Let me do it. Right there. Yep. Right. Come on. A little bit more. I'm not covering up any resource here, which is the perfect place for it. Come on. You're being feisty with me, aren't you? Don't be feisty. Goodness. You can see the creatures fighting each other down there, right? Maybe that's why I'm not allowed to place this, because the creatures are in my way. Intersects with existing object. I think that's what it is. I think it's because those creatures are there. I'm not allowed to place this yet. All right, tell you what, then we'll do then. We're just gonna hit escape. We're gonna figure out where the hell those things are. This is the snow biome part, so they should be right over here. Oh, I thought they'd be right over here. Where the hell did they go? This is our snow extractors. I was going to place the landing pad right close to this. Is right here, right? Is it you guys? You guys were the ones that were fighting, right?
There's got to be something useful out here.
That's a dead one, though. That can't be it. Also, I can probably get 100% on these guys if I just get both of them. There's that one scanned, and then there's another one right here.
I have things for you.
You can scan too. Sarah apparently has things for me. I still want to place my thing. See, I'm outside the zone. I'm getting disoriented again. The thing has to be yellow, dumbass. All right, so it was over here. That's the edge of the biome on that side. Yeah, place the extractor right on the edge there, as far as I could go. So that is where I want it. It's these pack scarabs and stuff. They're in my way. So naturally, you know what that means. Nah, this gun's too valuable. I'm gonna use the laser rounds. Yeah. That one's dead. Now, you guys are pack scarabs, right? So doesn't that mean that you guys, you exist in packs? Where's your friends? No? Friends are nowhere? They left you. They left you to rot. There he is. Right here. I need this one out of here. There you go, Sarah. It's got hop. You can definitely jump high. Just clearing out the indigenous species for my industrial operation. Pretty standard stuff. So it lets me build it and then it doesn't. So I'm just going to hit it really quick because it's like going back and forth and it wouldn't let me build it. Okay, so I've got the landing pad there, which is great. I've got the extractors over on this side here, and we can continue going in that direction, I believe. Let me just quick and double check that. We go to extractors and then aluminum. The aluminum extraction happens in this direction. There we go. So all good things. There's our landing pad. Now we want a big one because this big one is going to allow us to also make modifications and changes to our ship, not just land there. So we're going to use this not just as a landing pad, but also as a place for us to build ships and modify them and upgrade them and all sorts of things. So that's going to be great. It's going to be over here by the aluminum, and that's going to help me kind of keep an eye on that. It is near the edge of my territory as well. So there's the line, and I'm using a little bit of borrowed resources there. A little bit of borrowed space. Switching over to power then, we could go to turbines and make sure that we have adequate power flow with turbines is here. This is going to produce 6 power. We have only 7 cobalt. We're going to need even more cobalt to actually get things running. If we wanted to switch to a solar array, we won't need cobalt. We just need beryllium. And as you can see, we only have enough for 2 solar panels there as well. So we definitely need more resources before the base can be actually operational. But that's why I'm waiting on power placement. I kind of want to see how much power I need so that I can kind of sort of budget what resources I'm going to end up getting here. But this base is not, it's not going to function for a while, right? And then there's these industrial wall lights. Let's switch over to storage. So we have these very small storage bins right now. They're not very big. They can't do much, but the storages are kind of like the bread and butter of everything. We need a lot of storages to store the stuff that we're doing, right? So I've got my iron extraction happening here, I think, is where that is. That's iron. Then there's the alkanes over here on that side. And then as I scroll around, we get to the other extractors on this side over here. Okay, so that gives me kind of like our trifecta of where everything is located. And then there's our outpost beacon right there. So kind of the center of the base right there. So I'm thinking we're going to take storages, and I'm going to place one here, there. I don't really want to go on top. I want to go away from this. Don't snap to that. I want to do 2 separate bins here. So we're going to have this be like right next to it, but not attached. So if we can go, you know what? How about this? We'll do one more attached and then one more away from it. So gonna come over and let's leave another one like, nope, I don't want to go. How do I tell it not to do that? I wonder. How do I tell you not, like that snapping distance is pretty, I'm gonna go that close. The snapping distance is actually pretty aggressive. Oh, you don't let me go. You're not gonna let me go that way? Oh, I see what happened there. Okay, so we're gonna go to tab really quick. We want to move this one, and we want to rotate it this direction, like that. I think is the right direction. No, stop. Go like. It's not lining up. Come on, there you go, like that. And then if I can create another one of these, we'll just go back to build mode, go to yep, there, yep, that's exactly what I want right there. Does it intersect an existing object? And what existing object would that be? I'm not sure what existing object it is other than just the ground itself. I guess it's possible it's just the ground itself, so we'll have to put it on the other side. We'll put 3 storages there for that, and then finally one more. I want one for alkanes and stuff as I get them too, so we'll just put another bin of storage here. Hold on, right here, and other side there. And I don't think I'll need this many, so I'm just gonna leave it with 2 for there for now. Now if we want actual habitation, and we want, you know, science labs, and we want all these types of things that we can use with an interior and everything, we're going to need things like that. We can do a hydroponic hab as well, but I think we can't use it really unless we have, you know, botany and things like that. But I can also place those types of things in here too. I think maybe we need to get more resources here too. Small landing pads, no. Mission board, no. Self-custody, bounty clearance, no. Crew station, not yet. Scan booster, let's put one of these in here. So the scan booster is gonna go, I think maybe up against this rock or something. I'll put it right over here like this. That seems fine to me for now. You can always move these things later, right? Which is good. When you are within range of a powered scan booster, the range of your scanner is greatly increased. Yep. We'll look at that later. So I only have 2 beryllium left. Yikes. Just saying, it's kind of yikes. I think furniture, robots, we're not really there yet. Defenses, I don't know if I need them yet. because I don't have power, right? So I need to go get the resources required to make my power. So what are the resources we really want to make for power here? We're going to need... I think I want a lot of wind turbines. They each do 6 power. And then the fuel generator, which I don't have enough tungsten for that. So they're each doing 6 power apiece. And so we're going to need to track the resources that are required for this, which is aluminum, nickel, and cobalt specifically. So we're going to mark those as a tracker on the tracker here. And then I kind of want to track beryllium as well. So we're going to try to track those resources and see. And then the same resources are used for the powered switch as well. Okay. Good. I think this is a good start. You know, I don't think we're anywhere near where we're going to have to be eventually. There's like variations for this too. Let's see. Oh, double. Ooh, big tall one. Yeah. So there's like different buildings and stuff you could do. Science hab small. We can have a different, like a round hab as well. There's round ones, which seems like a good fit for this little base. We can have like a round extractor like right next to the, yeah, like right next to the outpost beacon is good. That way I can always track where that beacon is. Actually, I kind of want to put it over top of this vent, but I worry, yeah, you can see it's still coming through. I worry that that won't do anything. So I'll end up having that stuff inside the base instead of just outside it. So that's no good either. So maybe we'll place this maybe like right here. Oh, do I just get to... Oh, that's how that works. Interesting. So I can adjust the height after I place it. Okay, well, I kind of want this. Maybe we'll put this one really tall. I guess the question is, if I'm placing these up here like this, like what's the reason for having them lifted up so high? Well, they can connect to each other at this height, which is a pretty cool thing. So I suppose I could do that. So why don't we say that these two are connected? There we go. And then we could always swap the different variants. Ooh, oh, I like it. Yes, absolutely. Build that too. Okay, and now I want to change to a square one. I want this to go down though. I don't want it to be so tall anymore. You see? This is the reason why I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done what I did with the height. So I kind of want to adjust these now. And so let's say I move these to be away for a second. Let's kind of bring it over here for now. Sure, let's just call that good. And then I want to modify you as well. We're going to move you over here. We'll just hook you up there for now. It's fine. And then I'll move you. And what I'm going to do with you, all right, is I'm just going to have you here still, but I want you lower. All right, so confirmed there. Yeah, that's where I want you. Now we'll move this one back over. Move that to there. That's good. And then you are going to be... So I'm hoping to have like different elevations is what I was going for, right? Like having these things at different elevations I think would have been kind of cool. So if I placed you, for example, I'd be able to like raise you up and then have stairs and stuff that kind of come up to different ones. But hey, these are cool though. You know, I can see the whole window and everything. I put the power on top of these things. That seems like it would be a pretty good idea, right? So go back to build mode and now we can go to like structures, for example. And let's say we go to our structures and our power wind turbine. And let's say we put our wind turbine like on the top of this thing. Can that happen? No? We can't place it on top? Well, I guess that's fine. So big wind turbine. I guess we can stick it over here near this. That's probably acceptable. Build that. Okay. Power my first object. Congratulations. Yep. So power that and then put another one right there. And then it looks like I can actually afford one more. I thought I could only afford 2. That's cool. We'll place a third one right here then. All right. So we have 3 wind turbines into that tree, which is a little weird. I don't particularly like that. Let's modify this. Move this. Wrong one. No, this is the right one. And move this. I don't want you to be near that tree. How do I get rid of that tree? There must be something I can do to get rid of that tree. Let's place something else down there. Maybe a miscellaneous thing somewhere. Couch, chair. Just a storage would be good. I think if I just place a storage. or something there. Maybe that would work. A solid storage and place it right by that tree. Does that get rid of it? If it lets me place it, which it doesn't. No, I think that tree's just going to be there to stay. Looks like. Yep, that tree is going to stay right there. It is going to be a stubborn little tree. Okay, fine. We'll just delete that. Nope, that's not the right button. Delete. R. Have to hold it down. All right, well, whatever. It's just a tree. So this gives me a bit the basics, okay? I got the basics, and that's kind of all I needed for this little build mode thing. So if I wanted more power, I now have to go to solar arrays. Solar arrays can fit on top of these buildings, which is kind of interesting. So I could place a solar array up on top of this building, right in the middle if I can. Right there is good. And then another one can go right here on top of this building like that. It kind of makes it look like little telescopes potentially. Oh, I'm missing resources. Missing beryllium now. Okay. Is what it is. All right. Good. So the next step here, I think, is swap into modify mode. And what we want to do now is create connections to the different storages and stuff. And now I have to find where my extractors are. They should be back over to this. So we want to create connection points for the different storages and stuff. So what we need to do is go to outpost link, and we need to bring it all the way over and hook it up to the storages. So we're going to have this be where our aluminum is. Bop. Right there. All right. By creating a link, an outpost... Right. By creating an output link from the extractor aluminum, everything it produces will be automatically sent to the storage. Output links are useful for storing the output of extractors and builders, and they are also essential for providing builders with their required resources. Yes. All right, so we're also going to create a link from here to there. And then we're chaining the output links so the storages are now connected to each other. So we're just going to go like that. So now what's going to happen is that this extractor, where did it go? This extractor is going to send all of what it extracts automatically to that storage. And I can do the same thing with this one. Bring that over and connect it to the storage like this. And this is why people say controllers are better, because the camera tools they've made for this game is really bad. Somebody's shooting. I don't like seeing people shoot. I'm not getting attacked by pirates already, am I? I just started building this. Come on now. It's not even, it's barely powered. What are you shooting? Is it Sarah? Where's the shots coming from here? Huh? Can't see it. Oh my god, I am getting attacked. What the hell's going on here? I'm already getting attacked? The hell? That's too quick, man. You gotta be kidding me. That's far too quick. Where is this guy? Seriously? Already? I'm not even remotely close to being done building it. God damn it, Sarah.
Damn it.
This is really bullshit, isn't it? Barely powered it on.
I'm gonna go down.
That's overdone. Bethesda, what are you doing? Now all my stuff's getting destroyed. I feel like there should be a minimum time limit, right? On, you know, like how much time has to pass before you are in danger of losing your shit. Because they're just like shooting. Is that it? Like, how many of these things did I just lose? I know I can just go up to it and hit repair. Yeah, transfer repair. So I can repair it. I know that, but the fact that I have to is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but that's just like, are you kidding me right now? How does that even remotely make sense? Now it makes me think like I have
I
to,
picked up something you might be interested in.
like I'm going to have defenses up. I know that already. Maybe it's because of how many structures I've built already. You know, I've been repairing, I've been preparing, I should say, to have all these things. And so I had a lot of resources to start with. Does this need repaired now? Please don't need repaired. If you did, I don't know how I would be able to tell. I don't think I have to repair it from this point. Maybe. Where's the point at which I would see if this needs repaired? It's like on fire, right? Oh, wait. Are you kidding me? Wait, so... Hold on. Is this thing going to burn me every time we get up? Okay. So I clearly have to adjust the positioning of that. All right. It needs adjusted. Let's do that. Let's go up above here really quick. We're just going to go to move. All right. And we are going to rotate you to be like this instead. No, maybe like this. Now you're not gonna move for me, huh? You're gonna be a dork right there. Try that instead. All right. Now that whole thing there won't matter because now we can climb up here, and of course the terrain is, yeah, everything is just bad with the terrain now, so everything's gonna look terrible. But it doesn't matter if it looks terrible, it just has to work. And you know what? It will work. We're probably never going to use the stairs anyway because we have boost packs. Yep. Not every machine is going to work. Okay, that's another important thing. Not everything is going to start working, but the aluminum is working now, and we can start getting the other resources working as we get more resources to build with. So for what's going to happen next, right, is I'm going to go back to that trader that's over there at that place where I have to get these guys to, like, I have to persuade this dude to come back to that base, right? So once I do that, I can probably trade with that guy. And if I trade with that guy, he'll probably have mining resources on him and stuff, and then I can spend those on that. But with the landing pad there, I should be able now to land my ship at the base. So this is my outpost right there. And then there's a whole bunch of different stuff around me. But this is what we're doing here, guys. So super long video. I hope you guys appreciated that. I'm gonna go back to my ship right now, get this, and then I need to head over here to convince this guy to return to the industrial outpost. So we're gonna start the next video with that. We're gonna be trying to convince this guy to go back to his industrial outpost. Once we convince him, we can then go back to the industrial outpost ourselves, which is right here, talk to the provisioner. Hopefully they have lots of beryllium and things that I need to get my power infrastructure online. And then I can start working on manufacturing stuff from there to build out that base into something that is going to allow me to research things and manufacture things, you know, craft things, and have it all on a big base. And then as I get my research moving down the tech tree, the skill tree, sorry, let's escape. Come on. Wow. So many steps to get out of that. I know, just hold tab, right? If I go down the science tree, I believe it's here, obviously, I need to get to, but research methods, I would very much like to start crafting some stuff and then unlock this because I can get things to be much cheaper by doing that. And then eventually here would be really good to have very early. These sudden developments can add up over time. So if I get this really early, that would very much help. So I'm going to have to start working on research methods for sure to get that going. Geology is something I could do. And then there was botany, which is another important skill I'm going to need to be able to build go hydroponics and things like that to build additional infrastructure there. So get more common and uncommon or stuff from plants and everything. I definitely want to get that so I can start working on botany stuff. I can also unlock more research projects there too, which is going to be good. So yeah, definitely a lot of stuff to do, guys. And we're getting into the more creative part of the game now, which is going to be really fun. I think it's going to be fun. So come on back for the next one. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. I'm going to go back to my ship now and do the things. We have a base. It's not much yet. It's certainly not a town or anything yet. We're going to have lots of different buildings and stuff, but over time, I think it'll be a charming little outpost that hopefully I can defend. All right. See you next time. Bye-bye.